So anyway, moving on.
No, thanks for having us. So.
You will get called that all day.
Yeah,
That's it, yeah.
At least it wasn't a bad name. So tell us what's happening today.
So yeah, we've got 67 bands playing at 4 venues today and tomorrow from
Straight across the city centre. We've got the Sugar Mill, the Underground, Backyard and the Workroom working together, and it's going to be fantastic.
Weather's nice for it, isn't it?
Oh, it's going to be
Amazing, yeah.
scorching. It's going to be a beautiful day, so if you're listening, definitely come down and sample some of the bands, right?
Is this the thing? Is this the first time you've done this? Is this an ongoing event?
So this has been going on for about 6 years now. We've been building slowly and slowly. I mean, this year, like, the lineup is like phenomenal. You know, like I said, we've got Calibre, we've got Cassia, we've got Graphic Nature. We've got a bit of a taste for everybody, and it's going to be a great weekend.
So you've been busy bees then?
We have, yeah. We've come, so yeah, last couple of weeks it's all sort of come together. And yeah, we're alongside the artists performing, we're also running sort of local panel talks from 12 till 3 at Airspace Gallery. So kind of talking about music industry, the music scene, the local scene in Stoke, and just trying to kind of get the community together to talk about the challenges and then go and enjoy some bands of music for the afternoon.
I mean, we've been hearing all morning there's loads of music events happening this weekend. I mean, I'm born and bred in Stoke. You know, I think the Potteries and Newcastle in particular, that we've always been championed like local scenes, local music scenes with the littler gigs and the littler venues. So this is kind of a celebration, isn't it?
100%, yeah. I mean, this is the whole point of what we're trying to do, right? We're trying to give like the people of Stoke a little bit of ownership back over the music industry. I mean, the heritage is there. It's from, you've got Slash that spent a little bit of time growing up here. You've got Lemmy. You've got, I mean, Robbie Williams, for example.
Robbie.
Yeah. And you know what? Like this festival is about celebrating local music and also celebrating the music industry of Stoke as well. And we feel as though it gets neglected sometimes. And what we're trying to do and what other people are doing with other events and initiatives is trying to put Stoke-on-Trent back on the national music industry map.
So are all the artists that are playing local then?
No. So there's how many? 60% local?
I think 50 or 60% local, and then the rest are from out of town. So Cal Louise, Cassia, Graphic Nature, they're all national touring bands, like even international. So they're
Yeah, I mean, the idea behind that was to kind of give artists like the opportunity really to perform on the same lineups as some of these national touring bands. So yeah, it's all about the local sort of scene, but it's bringing national artists into.
Well, I suppose, you know, if you've got the headliners, the names that people know and love, and you're bringing them in, and then you've got the local talent that, like you say, perhaps haven't had the exposure that the others have. It's almost like, you know, back in the day, going to the Vicky Hall, watching Blancmange support Depeche Mode. You know, nobody knew who Blancmange was. They were just supporting Depeche Mode, but then all of a sudden Blancmange were huge because they'd spent the tour supporting Depeche Mode. It's probably way before your time. I'm looking at both your faces thinking, do you even know who Blancmange is? Probably not. So, how can people get involved today then? You know, do they need a wristband, or is there entrance and fees on doors?
Yeah, so it's a wristband, gives you entry to all the venues, and you can buy the wristbands just at the Backyard, which is down the road from this venue here. So wristbands are $17.50 for the day. If you want to spend the weekend there, it's $27.50. But I can guarantee you every single penny that you're going to pay for that is going to be well worthwhile. You're going to be coming away from it mind blown by the music we've got.
So is it today and tomorrow, or today, tomorrow, Monday?
Today and tomorrow, yeah. So we did 3 days last year just because the extra bank holiday, but we've always previously just done Saturday and Sunday, give people a rest on the Monday.
Yeah, we're quite grateful for having 2 days rather than 3 this time. It was last year, hard work, right?
And so who are you most looking forward to seeing? I know it's putting down the spot, but just wondering, you secretly woke up this morning after just your 4 hours sleep thinking, I can't wait to see who.
You know what, normally I bail out normally and just be like everyone, but actually like these some local bands that I'm looking forward to seeing, like The Intervention, looking forward to seeing Lissy Taylor, Darla Jade. But for me, like, because I've absolutely rinsed their albums and their singles that they've got, it's Cassia and Cal Louise. Like, they're just like phenomenal, honestly, like really tight artists, great music.
Yeah, I agree on Cassia. They're kind of how do they describe themselves? Something like tropical indie music. So like that feels like that'll be a good vibe while the sun's out. Fox Riot as well. I'm looking forward to seeing. He's just released a single that we feel like could be the anthem of the weekend if people get behind it, and they have done for years, haven't they?
Yeah.
People have sung that song back to him. So yeah, Backyard tonight. Tomorrow night.
Now, I do
What day
believe
is it?
that's the story of my life, Doc. Not just because it's my holiday. I never know what date it is. I do believe there's an act called Oatcakes and Wensleydale.
Yes, there is. Yeah.
Are they local?
They are local. You know what? Like, give a shout out to them all. There's a few bands that we've picked up from Leslie Taylor, who lectures at Castle College. Now she's auditioned and got these bands that are college bands in essence. So you've got Oatcakes and Wensleydale, Disciples of the Pint, Bass Baby. Like, the names are like are interesting to say the least, but like, you know what, they've worked hard to get to that position. Like, we're looking forward to them as well.
I love where they come up with these names, though. I absolutely love it. I was just saying earlier, I played a song by the Police Out the Muse, and it was 46 years ago tomorrow, way before your time, that the three of them, Sting, Stuart Copeland and Andy Summers, actually played in Paris for the first time together, but not as the Police. They were part of a band, Mike Howlett's band, called Strontium 90. Now, can you imagine, like, the Police being as big as they are now, being as big, if they'd stuck with that name, Strontium 90, it wouldn't really have the same vibe, would it?
Well, talking about interesting names, we've got a band called Formal Speedwear, who spell their name with 2 P's.
Yeah.
So that's, interesting. I think, it works well for them because they're the only band with a double P in the word speed. But
Are you guys in bands?
Yes, so I'm in a band called Science, spelled P-S-Y-E-N-C.
Oh, of course it is.
Yeah,
It wouldn't
really
just be-
interesting.
Well, is that because you'd struggle to spell science?
Yeah,
or
pretty
is that-
much. Yeah.
And are you performing?
No, we're not performing this year.
Okay. Are you in a band?
I used to be, no, not anymore. No, just on the other side of the desk.
You see, when I first left school again, many moons ago, I was 16, wet behind these. I was in a band, not for very long. It was called The Cut. Now, you've got to imagine this is the early 80s, so you've got the Colts, and The Something was the Police, very popular in the earlies to be The Something. I think I was in it for about 3 weeks before they dumped me.
The Vanguard, so that's my band.
There you go,
Yeah.
see? There was a band called The. If you've got a The in front of your name, I think you're all right. But we wish Oatcakes and Wensleydale well. So a reminder, guys, where people can get their wristbands.
From the Backyard, which is on Albion Street across the road from Bethesda.
Just down the road here from BBC Radio Stoke, down from the town hall. If you don't know Hanley, have a fabulous weekend, guys.
Thanks for having us.
Thank you for coming in.
A new family is on the square
I like it. Proper East End boozer.
with eyes on the Vic
Me and me missus is going to be running the pub.
Does Linda know?
She does now.
and a promise to shake things up.
Once you know George and the girls, things will change. You mean they've come along for the ride and all? Anna's a delight and Gina will grow on you. Yeah, like mould.
Meet the Knight family.
The night time!
EastEnders,
Who needs serving?
next Thursday on BBC iPlayer.
I'm sure you'll be amazed. Big fun to be had by everyone. It's up to you. Surely get the gun.
Freak Chic on BBC Radio Stoke 10 to 9. Thanks to Ben and Rich from your City Festival. So that's all going on up and Dock. For the next 2 days, you've heard about the Northern Soul and Motown Charity Night happening in Newcastle tonight, and also, of course, the Jazz and Blues Festival taking part in Newcastle tonight, or this weekend actually, today, tomorrow.